St. Mary Netherton Daily Chronicle, Morning Edition, February 7th, 1926. Good morning, gentle listeners. Edmund Pruitt greeting you on this Sunday, as our village prepares for worship beneath a sky that carries the brightness of yesterday's clearing into a handsome new day. The weather presents us with what Mr. Higgins describes as a Sunday of fine winter character, with the overnight sky having opened to welcome generous sunshine that should hold throughout the day, while temperatures remain brisk enough to keep Saturday's snowfall in place across the rooftops and along the hedgerows. The lanes are well trodden from yesterday's commerce and should present no difficulty for those walking to church, though shaded stretches retain their white covering and may prove slippery where the morning shadow lingers. Mr. Higgins anticipates a dry and pleasant day throughout, with the sunshine offering a warmth that will be felt by those positioned in its favour. The tea room announces a Sunday special of chocolate sponge cake with fresh cream, which Mrs. Hartley describes as a proper Sunday indulgence that merits a second cup of tea and absolutely no apology. Watson was discovered this morning atop the newly delivered sack of sugar near the storeroom entrance, his weight having settled the contents into what Mrs. Hartley concedes is an impressively even distribution, though she maintains that quality assessment of dry goods falls outside his established responsibilities. Mrs. Barnes's leghorn hen produced this morning's egg at 10 minutes past 7, afterward picking her way along the cleared flagstones beside the cottage wall where Mr. Barnes had swept a path earlier in the morning, the bird completing a brief circuit before returning indoors with what Mrs. Barnes considers proper Sunday efficiency. The Reverend Holloway announces that this morning's service will address the theme of patience in the season of dormancy, drawing upon what he describes as the quiet interval between planting and first growth, to consider the virtues of trust in what cannot yet be seen. The Church Flower Committee has prepared an arrangement incorporating stems of winter jasmine and early snowdrops gathered from the vicarage borders. I am pleased to report that Farmer Harrod has completed the sorting and return of all articles collected during Ottilie's evening adventure among the village clotheslines. Mrs. Harrod personally delivered the freshly laundered items to each affected household yesterday afternoon, accompanied by a note of apology and a small jar of the farm's bramble preserves by way of amends. The farmer confirms that the enclosure has since been reinforced with additional fencing, and that Ottilie herself appears entirely untroubled by the consequences of her expedition. That concludes our morning report. This is Edmund Pruitt, reminding you that our evening edition will follow the 6 o'clock bells. Until then, St. Mary Netherton observes this Sunday with the fellowship of shared worship and the particular beauty of a village under snow.